Begin Podfix Network transmission in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Sidechicks, where we offer our side of the issues. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show. You can also listen to us on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. Please rate, like, review, subscribe, and share. And if no one else has told you today, we love you. Now let's get into the show. Monique, the comedian, and DL Hughley were co-headlining, I guess you should say, a show at the Fox Theater in Detroit, Michigan last weekend. Mm-hmm. And Monique felt that there was some discrepancy in terms of who was actually headlining. And she decided to go on stage and voice her discontentment of this fact. What do you think of her performance?
I'm really disappointed in Monique. Yeah, I'm really disappointed in Monique. I was lightweight on her team with all of the fucking annoyance that she's been giving the world for the past several years. I was like, I'm still riding for you. I'm still really? Okay. People were might have been wrong about the Netflix thing. Maybe people jumped to conclusions and felt like it was your fault. Maybe the whole thing with, Lee Daniels and the blackballing, maybe that was them. I was ready to believe that. This time, I'm like, maybe it's you, Monique. That was so unprofessional. No, not called for. She did not have to, even if she had a point. That's not
how.
Who? Well, who is your counsel? What happened to all this?
Her husband
and baby and love and no, that wasn't love and light.
Her husband's last manager, who's been her counsel for years now, who's been by her side.
Terrible.
Yes,
fucking terrible.
Years. But like, what makes a grown, traveled, established woman feel that that's the appropriate way to handle your discrepancy in terms of headlining?
And it's not cool because DL, I could see if DL personally had done something to her, but you decided to call him a bitch.
Yes.
And was serious and was like serious about that on stage. That was so unprofessional. I could see if you guys were roasting each other and it was a joke, haha. But for you to come like that, and it wasn't, and then DL came out with receipts today, girl.
But then he had to go on stage after she did that.
Yes, but he only gave her about 60 seconds or less of his time and attention. I mean, and she deserved that roast. She deserved every bit of the roast that he delivered to her. But he had to come out with the contract, because she was like, well, it was in my contract that I would be the headliner, blah, blah, blah. I mean, to me, it's so many things wrong with that. Not to mention, even if, and I'm not in the entertainment business or industry. I've never been on a show where, I'm the opener or headliner or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it is a big thing. But even if he goes on, even if he made, let's say what you said is true. He made a big stink about it and decided he was not going on until, unless he could go last. Did you still get paid? Did everybody still get paid? Did people still come out to see y'all? I mean, and if he did do that, that would be something to take up with him after the fact. Like, why did you do that?
But if she had an issue, because apparently both of them have documents showing that they were supposed to be the headliner. So to me, the issue is with the
management.
The management. He can't make himself be a headliner off of his sheer determination. The establishment itself has a role in this. True or false?
So on some level, but if he called their bluff and was like, okay, if I'm not the headliner, I'm not going on.
But based on the documentation that both of them showed, it appears that the venue was having a headliner discussion with both of them.
Well, according to DL, the documentation that Monique produced was from her own management.
Oh.
So
okay.
DL, in fact, was having discussions with, the venue or the management, the promoter, but Monique appears to have produced something that was produced by her own management. Who knows?
Now, unlike you, I have not been on Monique's team for years because
really?
I knew something was off with her approach.
The bonnets and all. She was out of line for that. Just like, come on.
But then look at that. This woman who made an issue of people
wearing bonnets at the airport
was on stage like a raving lunatic.
Right.
So, like
he's a bitch. Okay.
He's on the DL.
Did she say that?
Yes.
Oh, that wasn't nice, Monique.
Yes.
Inferred
that he's a closeted homosexual.
Monique, I'm disappointed in you. I expect more of you.
There's something to, I'm not saying that Monique doesn't have any salient points throughout her whole, last 15-year
right
bitching tour,
She went on a rampage. She went on a tour.
but if nothing else, and she clearly still has not learned it. And this is my question with social media and all these things. Who are you talking to?
Yes.
Why are you? Had I bought a ticket to hear jokes and she used up 15-20 minutes to talk about a contract, I would have been pissed personally.
Yeah, I would have been like, dude,
that ain't it.
No,
that ain't it.
She's pissing people off. And then she's making it hard to support her because people they're straight up not going to want to work with you. They are straight up not going to want to work with you.
And she hasn't learned anything. I would think that after the last 15 years, she would have learned that handling her professional conflicts in the public sphere is not acceptable. It's not a winning combination for you, Monique.
Right. Unless you just have to. This is my advice to you, Monique. Unless you just have to, like everybody has forced your hand and you're backed into a corner, but clearly you were not. You're working. You're working.
You're working.
Have decided to, entrust you with the goods, so to speak. So you're winning. You got to work again. So,
and look at the people on the list of people that she has issues with. Tyler Perry. Let's count. Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, does she? Not Oprah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oprah. Okay.
Oprah Winfrey.
Tyler Perry of all people. I don't feel like Tyler Perry has issues with anybody. He is a love. He's a love fest. He's a walking love fest.
He is. And I look at how he gives Black actors who typically would never probably work in their whole fucking lives, to tell the truth. He gives them platforms and opportunities
all the time. He gives them money. He gives them, he does a lot for non-working black actors who you would never hear from again if it weren't for him.
You would never see. You would never experience. And if anybody listens to this podcast, I have a strong affection for Tyler Perry Productions. Okay.
She does.
I do. And
I stand.
I am a Ruthless fan.
Oh, she's big time Ruthless fan.
Yes. And there are actors on there that would never be on shit.
Yep.
If it weren't for Tyler Perry. So I'm on a Tyler Perry rant, which happens a lot.
I'm okay with it.
So Lee Daniels. She also had Lee Daniels. She got into it with Charlemagne the God.
Well, that don't count because Charlemagne the God is.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I refuse to call him Charlemagne the God, by the way.
Really?
What's his real name? Clarence or something? Oh,
Leonard.
I'm calling him Clarence.
That's how I learned his real name was from when Monique was on there.
Seriously?
She was calling him, she
Leonard?
was like, Leonard. Oh, Leonard. Yes.
I'm going to call him Clarence, short for Clarence Thomas. But go ahead.
Who else is that?
For Netflix. That's the big one. Yeah,
that's
Netflix.
The big one, Netflix.
What's his name? Steve Harvey.
Yeah, Steve Harvey. And I think that's the known. That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people.
Maybe she just doesn't like black men.
I don't. That's a lot of people, and I'm not saying that she did not have.
Yeah, Steve Harvey. We can write him off. Charlemagne or whatever his name, Clarence. We can write him off. Tyler Perry though, and Netflix and DL. To me, DL Hughley. I love DL Hughley. I think he is funny, and I think he's not the type. He does not strike me. Of course, I don't know him personally, but he does not strike me as the type of guy to just go off in the public. That's not him, especially against a sister. No, you're not gonna see him do that. He's got to be provoked, I think, to do that.
I'm not a fan of handling conflicts on a public stage.
She put him in what kind of position did she put him in though? To me, she more or less forced him to. I don't know. She pulled it out of him. She gave him no choice.
I mean, what was he supposed? Yeah, she gave him no choice. But
he could have ignored her. But I mean, you can't ignore her.
She could have done all of that backstage.
All of it. I'm so disappointed in her. Monique, sister, love babies, the babies. You know,
right,
baby. All love, but
right.
I'm telling you this in love, baby.
Right. And have you ever seen her podcast with her husband / manager?
I've heard about it. It sounds like a hot mess.
Cringy. Cringy. And like you can look at it and you can see how her following this man who's only a manager because he's banging you.
Is he heterosexual?
Allegedly.
Does he come off as a heterosexual dude? They need to get some other people in their circle, in their five, because I don't think they are good. They are like toxic together right now.
And there's that. But this has been going on for at least since Precious.
But wasn't she with him?
Yes.
Precious? So yeah, he's the common denominator. I don't remember these issues before he came along.
Right.
Where are her twins? She got twins, right? She has twins.
I think so. I
know they're like, Mama, stop this.
And I look at her and she looks so beautiful. Like she looks so pretty, gray.
So regal.
Yes. Yeah. And it's like, and she's acting so
petty.
Ugly
she's acting like a petty ass heifer. Stop
and did you see the rage?
About DL?
Yeah.
It seemed mismatched. It really seemed mismatched. I don't know. I don't profess to know about the entertainment industry all like that, but it just seems really like that escalated way too much for the situation. It's like if it meant that much to you, maybe it had just happened and it was still on her mind, so she just went there. She went off script. She went rogue or whatever. But
like you say, like who's gonna want to work with her? Because like say I agree with her. If I had a choice, I still would not work with her because if we ever had a disagreement, she's going to go on a public stage and have the conflict. And it's like, that ain't it.
She already showed you what she's about. She has showed America what she is about.
So the rapper Blueface, who I believe is a one-hit wonder, he had that song,
Bust Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing else that I know of.
Tatiana,
yeah. He and his girlfriend, I don't know if it's his girlfriend, mama, sister have been all over social media for the last week based on a physical altercation that occurred between them. It was pretty bad. Like the sister claims that he, along with 7 men, jumped her.
What?
And she urinated on herself.
What?
Process. They knocked her husband out cold, which there's footage or footage.
I was just about to ask you,
Cardi B would say. Well, she's sitting there holding him and he is out like a light. And like her hair extensions were like halfway out of her head. And his mama posts a picture of herself with a black eye that she claims that her son, Blueface, gave her, but he claims that his girlfriend whooped their ass and that he didn't actually whoop their ass.
Oh my gosh.
Some people are saying that part of the issue with this is that his mother has a pattern of conducting herself more like his friend than his mother. So literally just a few days ago, they had a video up where he's like, I'll pay you $1,000 to crack an egg over your head.
With his mom.
Exactly. With his mom. And like, while he's talking her into it, he's like, with your egg, motherfucking egghead. Oh. Oh my God. It's odd. It's so odd.
So what you're saying is she's the motherfucking problem.
She's part of the problem. I don't know who assaulted who. You know, no matter what, like whatever happened, that ain't it.
Here's some things that you don't want to hear your son say. It wasn't me who fought them. It was my girlfriend.
Right. My girlfriend. I'm sick. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. It does not matter. But apparently the mother wants to be young
and in the limelight.
There just are
a bucket of dysfunction.
The dysfunction.
A bucket of dysfunction. He's a menace to society. If he did that with his cronies, he's a menace to society.
Oh yeah.
Get his country ass out of here.
Oh yeah.
Furthermore, he's an adult, all right?
He's an adult. He's young, but he's an adult.
Mom, I'm talking to you now. What's his name? Blueface mom.
Blueface mama.
You done fucked up. You know you done fucked up, right?
No, you done fucked up, right?
Because this little motherfucker is out of hand.
Whoa.
He's out of control. And I got a warning for the girlfriend. You're next.
Oh, honey. What are his standards?
If he will hit his mama in the eye, what do you think he'll do to you?
Even if he'll let you hit his mama in the eye, it don't even matter. It's all the same. It's all the same. I just look at that and I don't know.
So what do you think about being friends with your child? Is there ever a time where you can be friends with your, somebody you gave birth to?
When they're really old.
How old? How old is old enough?
Maybe, and I still think that there are limits to it. I think that maybe when they're in their 30s and they have children, that maybe in some ways you can be friendly.
Yes. I have to agree with that. Yeah.
But I still don't think you can be friends.
Not for real.
Not for real. You should not. You're not. I don't.
We're not peers.
We're not fucking
we'll never be peers.
And I don't want to be your peer, and you're not my peer. And it's a no. It's just a no.
It's just certain things. Like you said, there's a limit. I have to agree with that. There's a limit. Even when you get old enough and you have your own children and all of that, we can pal around. We can be friendly.
Yeah.
We can enjoy each other, but we are not peers. Don't get it twisted.
No, we're not friends. And your friends are not my friends.
Shouldn't be.
None of that. None of that. So I have a friend whose son he's 18, but he just got his first girlfriend. And it has really just absorbed his whole life. And his mother's kind of like, oh my God, we usually watch this movie together and da 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 da. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm like, so check this out. He is not your companion.
Yeah.
He's not your companion. Yikes. It's the truth.
I'm sorry.
And you got to be very conscious of, communicating that he is, or that you want him to be, or that you need him to be, because he needs to be able to go out in this world.
Absolutely.
And be all that he's supposed to be.
100%.
But what he's not is your companion. So like I told her, I said, like my son is not my companion.
Yeah.
If I want a companion, then I need to put on some tight ass pants and get out here in these streets and pull me something. Okay. Otherwise, but my child is not my companion. He does not owe me that. under any
Yes.
circumstances. He does not owe me
Oh,
that.
you better preach it. You said a mouthful, and I'm 100% in agreement with that. And it's a hard pill to swallow
Yeah,
when he's been your everything for 8
exactly.
years, you know. And I
Yep.
understand. I get it. I get it from a single mother's standpoint. She wants to, you know, maintain that closeness. Probably, is she a single mom?
Yeah, for part of it, she has.
So, I mean, I get that, you know, it's just been us, you know, it's just been us all these
Right.
years. So you
Right.
naturally are going to draw closer to, you know, your child and your child closer to you. But if you've done your job right, he should be able and willing and ready to go out into the world and forge his own path. It's not fair. It's not fair
Yeah, it's not
for us to
fair.
put that burden of being your everything, including your companion. It's
Right.
not fair. So
It's
you told her
not
right. You're a
fair.
good friend. You are a good
Yeah,
friend. And that has to be a
like,
tough pill to swallow.
it is. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, look, they're always on the phone. I'm like, well,
That's what they do.
that's
That's
what
what young
they
people
do.
do.
That's what they're supposed to do. But one more time, he's not your companion. He does not exist to watch a movie with you.
Right. You were
He
right about that.
doesn't. If you want a man to watch a movie with you, get a man
Yes.
to watch a movie with you. But your son doesn't owe you that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what really just scares me about when a parent makes their child their companion and their best friend and all that is you start to lean on them for things that you really should not be leaning on them for, like
Right.
psychological and emotional support.
Mhm.
And that is very burdensome for a
It
young person. It's
is.
burdensome
It
for an old
is.
person, much less a young person
Right.
that is your child. That is not fair to them.
No, it's not. Just like you say, most of us have been in adult relationships where you turn around and you're like, this motherfucker is heavy
Mhm.
that I'm
Yeah.
that I'm
Yeah.
dealing with. You know, it's like I can't do this.
Right.
And that's as two adults.
Yes.
So when you put like all of that on a child, it's wrong.
It's
and
wrong.
parents do it with all kids. I've seen mothers do it with daughters.
Oh, sure.
Where, you know, they don't necessarily want them to get married or get into anything serious because then they have to focus their attention on
or
their
fend for
family.
themselves, you know, especially if it's an adult child who's been supporting somehow, which that's all out of order. That is totally out of order when your child is not supporting you. But yeah, I've seen it with mothers and sons. I've seen it with daughters and fathers. I've seen it with mothers and daughters. And I know how hard. I mean, I get it because that's your baby or whatever. And it's probably easy to cross that line when when it's just the two of you, you know, but you are so right. And it's almost akin to abuse to me.
You know what? That's true.
That's a lot. I mean, I know that's a strong statement, but
I don't know. You're right, because
so
it's so damaging.
Yes, that it changes them.
Yes.
They probably heard things, saw things that they should not have seen or heard, and that changes them. It does. The same thing as, say, hitting a child or sexually abusing a child, but I believe it just changes it changes their DNA somehow, changes them.
Right. And I've seen parents that discuss, like, to me, too many details of like their intimate life with their children.
Girl. Yes, I
sick. Don't get that either.
Like, no. And I don't want to hear about yours either, son.
Right.
I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. I know it happens, and I, you know, even if I'm curious, hell to the no. I don't want to hear it. No.
Right. Like, but I know people who really go into details with their parents and their parents with them. And like, to me, it's inappropriate.
It is so inappropriate. That is so inappropriate. Yeah. So how can they then respect you? How can they turn around and have that distinction of, this is a person I'm supposed to respect versus I have no respect for your ass because I know all your shit.
My mama likes it from behind. You know. You know, it's
she doesn't swallow.
Right. My mama hates to swallow.
Ignorant.
It just pure ignorance. It's like, don't even put your child in that situation.
Don't do that to your children.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Like, don't.
And it's painful.
No.
It may be painful for you as a parent, but it's temporary. It's just a temporary discomfort and pain in order to preserve that relationship and preserve that child's, and I'm saying child in the sense of this person is a person you gave birth to, not as in the person may be an adult, but you want to preserve their psyche for God's sakes.
Right.
Don't put that on me.
Some stuff you can't unsee or unhear.
Right.
You know, and if your mama like, oh, I love to ride, your daddy. Oh, if I need something from him, if I can get on that.
Just a tip.
Just right. Just a little black tip. And just be in here.
Hashtag Johnny Depp.
Right. Speaking of Johnny Depp, you know, he won his defamation case.
And yet he lost. What the fuck?
I understand. I was like, you know what? Do I need Johnny Cochran to like
explain this to me? Like,
I don't understand.
Stupid. And I thought that I don't understand. And I guess she was awarded what, $2 million or something? $2
million, and he was awarded 15.
So does she even have 15 million? I don't think so. Does she even have 13 million? Does this motherfucker even have $1 million? He ain't getting none of that shit. So him winning,
I guess he's hoping to get his reputation back and maybe become Captain Jack Sparrow again and get some more acting roles. I guess if he does that.
Has he not been getting acting roles? Because I swear I saw him on a Sauvage commercial.
According to him, it affected his career. He lost Jack Sparrow, which was a big money maker for him. And he got turned down for other stuff.
Let's be clear. Nobody wants to see Jack Sparrow anymore. Let's just. Do you want to see Jack Sparrow again? Isn't he done?
I've never seen Jack Sparrow. I've never watched it one time. So I don't even know what.
Confession. Me neither. Okay. But that's just me.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Now, Edward Scissorhands, bring that motherfucker back. I want to see another Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, I could do that. See him trimming some bushes. But yeah, but it kind of sounds like what you said, which is that both of them are crazy.
Man.
Because they both won and lost.
I think that he only lost because of something that his attorney said, though.
Oh, really?
It was something that his attorney said about her.
Oh,
and it wasn't directly because of him, but still, her countersuit. I just don't get it. Like, can y'all please just now go away? Can Amber Heard please go away? Crazy ass.
So, but what career is she going to have after this?
Damn if I know. She could be. Let's think. What could Amber Heard do?
She could do a laxative commercial.
Wine commercials,
wine, toothpaste, because for both sets of her teeth and shit.
She could do some antidepressant commercials.
Yeah. Definitely some mental health shit for real.
For sure.
She could do Hillary Clinton suit commercials. Ugly ass suits and shit, shoulder pads.
Yes. Like, who is your counsel?
Eyeless, right. They don't like you.
They don't like you?
None. What the fuck is up with Madonna?
Okay. Let me preface by saying I was a Madonna stan. Like, I have loved Madonna since the beginning.
I was a little girl.
She was everything to me. Just like the epitome of just savvy and, sex appeal and talent. Now that I'm older, I think I was I was a little bit starry-eyed. I don't think she's as talented as I once thought she was, but she's still savvy. What the fuck though?
First off, her face. And people like, oh, you're judging ageism. Tell what a 63-year-old should look like.
Didn't she have work?
Oh my gosh, she is work. She is the work. Her face is so filled with stuff. She's got that big pillowy.
No. Well, you know what's funny about that? She went from having a round face in the beginning, just her natural face, to having this really, really skinny
slender.
face.
Now,
and now you're putting fat back in. That's really.
Now she's back with huge cheeks.
So she looking like Saw too.
She is like Jada. What she look like. Oh my god. Her and Jada went to the same. That plastic is fucking surgeon. Funny. That yes.
Damn
yes,
it.
All up. She has the craziest. She does not favor herself. So like had you not been watching her over the years to know that this was the same person, like had you hadn't seen her like since the 90s and you saw this person now, you wouldn't know it was the same person.
Like, who is this? Who is this impersonator?
Right. Right. It's really odd. I don't know. She looks odd. I'm not 63. And I have never lived in the public eye, so I don't know what it's like to be judged to that degree.
Disclaimer.
I guess. Disclaimer.
Hashtag.
Yeah. Right. But
even if I did, damn it, I wouldn't look like Saw. That's not my goal. I don't want to look like Saw. just draw some damn spirals. Okay, but that's not why she's pissing me off though. She's pissing me off because of her black son that she keeps parading around like a toy.
Like a pet.
Like a pet, yes.
Like a fucking pet. So he had on the Gucci Adidas collab dress with cleavage. And they were like holding hands.
So are they gender non-binary? He's gender non-binary now.
Girl, what I believe that's that bullshit. What I believe that is we like attention.
Yes.
And whatever we have to do to get you talking and attention, we're gonna do it.
She has other kids, right? She does have other kids. How many?
Yeah.
How many more kids?
Three other.
I know she has one
three
biological.
Other adopted. Yeah. Okay. So, and one. No, she has two other biological.
Oh, she does?
Remember the girl?
Rocco's
the boy, and then there's a girl.
Yeah, the girl. Lourdes, the one she had. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
parade they motherfucking asses around there. Don't parade the black kid.
Right. They not with it.
Oh God.
No, she be parading the black kids
How
around.
Old is he?
Like,
he couldn't be any more than like 16.
Yeah, something like that.
Stop that shit, Madonna. Stop it.
It's not cute. It's not cute, and it's just attention. And it's like, I don't know.
And you know, I think she has a thing for gay black men, anyways. So I'm not fair. I don't know that this kid is gay, and if he is, you know, I don't have anything against that. But I think she's trying to force the hand here or something. She's trying to force him into something.
That's what I think. I don't think he's actually gay or non-binary or any of the new terms. I don't think.
But how do you convince? Tell me what the conversation is like to where we end up walking down a runway and I'm in a dress and I'm your son. What is that conversation like? Whose idea is that?
I think it's all about attention. I really think it's about the drug.
No, but Mom, so are you sure this is gonna work?
Yes,
this is
David.
what you want me to wear?
Yes, David.
But Mom, I don't want to wear a dress. Doesn't this look like a dress?
He looked like he wanted to be in the dress though. He was walking with so much authority.
Maybe because his mama said this is a cool thing to do.
Let's see.
I sent you did you see Guy? Did you see the Guy video I sent you?
Oh
my gosh. It was this morning. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. Don't ask me why. I was like looking at a guy 4 in the morning. But they were singing my favorite song I like. But they had on no shirts. Cut. They were all shirtless.
Why in the hell?
Shirtless. Now their bodies look pretty doggone good. They're our age, you know. I would think they may be a little older, but they
wait a minute. This is now,
like last week.
Like
this video from
week?
like last week.
What?
Gray hair and all.
What's that?
They got gray hair
and that.
Yes, please check that out. Please.
Wait 1 minute. How did I miss that? Yeah, I didn't see that.
Play it for the people.
Okay, here's. Oh, where are my bifocals?
Oh, we need the readers and tweezers. Why do I have a mustache today? Your face is cracking me up.
Excuse
I said, what the name of Kevin Samuels is going on here? What?
me. This is not me. What the?
That's the jam, though, right?
That is my cut.
But they look good, but it's just a little cringy. It's a little cringy. I love you guys, but it's a little cringy.
Stop looking.
Look away. Look away.
Not for the reasons I think they want.
Don't look anymore. Close your eyes. Look away.
What? Open this earlier so I could have just spent the day with this. Are you kidding me? Where did you find this?
I don't know. It came up in my feed. Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they did that? What in the name of, oh Lord.
At one point he had the microphone like it was his penis.
Yes, I noticed that. I think he's supposed to have a big member too. I don't know, but it's just cringy. It's a little bit cringy to see gray hair. He has like a full gray beard.
They both
have six packs. They both.
Yeah.
But why be shirtless?
Why would you do that?
Why?
And then they're like rotating
gyrating
their hips.
Exactly.
Yes. No, that's not for men of your age.
It's
they're older than us.
Yes.
They gotta be like 60.
They're not that old.
They are. I bet you they're 60. I bet you they're 60.
Then wait, but it's bad. Is it not bad enough that y'all walk around shirtless? Y'all got to gyrate too.
The hip moving. When we get done recording, I'm gonna sit down again
and watch it again. You can't look away.
I couldn't stop
it.
Looking. That is the craziest. And then they're in like white jeans,
white jeans,
like a Dominican. I'm sorry, it's a stereotype, but that's a
I was gonna say like the 90s. Like y'all motherfuckers went straight to, you took it to the 90s because that song was out in the 90s, I think.
I don't think that song was out in the 90s. Wasn't it?
It was 80s? In the 80s?
I think it was the 80s. It was the 80s. Them niggas 60.
Taj.
Yes.
Remember Taj? Tight ass jeans. We coined that phrase back in college.
We was hard on a brother with some tight ass jeans. We was hard. Remember the loser?
I want to say we started that. I want to say we
feel like we are the originators of the L to the forehead loser.
We had nicknames for everyone.
Oh my God.
If you came into our mix and it was anything about you, you had a nickname.
Remember the dude, we'd be like, we felt his body was made of marshmallow. So fucking ignorant. And then we would do Arnold Schwarzenegger accent up.
Oh,
and people thought we were so nice.
There was another one. I can't remember. I gotta think about that one. We had nicknames for everybody. Yeah, people thought
he was a nice guy. We'd be like, and my body is marshmallow.
Little did they know.
People thought we were so nice.
We were. We didn't say it to their face.
It was all behind their back, but we were vicious behind their back.
We were young. Hey, give us a break. We were young.
Oh my God.
We've grown up. We're not like that anymore.
We've grown up.
True. Fair enough. Fair enough. We only do that to people we don't like though now.
Right. Yeah. Now you got to do something to us. But before
everybody
got the work. Like, you gonna get this work. Don't care who you are.
No respecter of persons.
Children.
Equal opportunity.
Children.
Only one. Well, yeah, I guess we did. Ouch. We were terrible. Oh my God.
Horrible.
But they deserved it.
And
to
we
be
would just
fair,
go on about our day like dilly.
The nappy dugout.
The nappy.
Oh, the nappy dugout.
Nappy dugout.
Do y'all remember Ice Cube's nappy dugout? Oh,
Ice
Lord.
Cube was on one to where he went into a studio.
Pretty much
the microphone.
It still holds up today.
Nappy
a lot of his
dugout.
shit still holds up.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we're on this tell the truth summer thing, and we're serious about it. We just told the truth about Monique. Ain't nobody fucking with Monique. She not about to convince us that she on some black feminist platform and she doing this for the babies.
The baby. No. She said what she said. That's that on that.
Yeah, she petty. Fuck that. That's the truth this summer.
Peppermint
and then
petty.
the other, Petty LaBelle. Monique is Petty LaBelle. So.
You've been listening to a podcast of the Podfix Network. Discover more audible gems like this at podfixnetwork.com. Make sure to catch up-to-the-minute network shenanigans by following @Podfix on Twitter, official_Podfix on Instagram, @Podfix Network on Facebook. And make sure to subscribe to Podfix Presents wherever you choose to find podcasts. The Podfix Network, artist owned and loved.
Thank you for listening. If you like what you heard, review, subscribe, and share. It helps other listeners find us. And don't forget to follow us at Yummy Fearless on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and even Pinterest, where you'll find additional content from today's show and also our highly curated He Can Get It list. As always, you can listen to the Yummy and Fearless podcast with the Sidechicks on Apple iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, and Spotify. And if no one else has told you today, we love you and thank you so much for listening.